Welcome, I'm the Deadwood Jedi. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Yes, we are on the free-to-play The Road to Hydra. Hit that 1 key. That's our new goal here. And we're in pretty good shape because, yes, I do, in fact, have all the pieces for the Razzlevarg fusion. This is the big thing, right? Now, I haven't fused them yet, and there's reason for this. I don't want to until, right? Oh, he's in my defense. Nice. I don't really want to fuse him until we have this champion chase, which is coming up. I don't know, not the champion chase, excuse me, CVC, which is coming up today. Like, it's very short. It's kind of late at night when I'm recording this right now. So you'll probably get this right when CVC is going live, is when this is probably going out. And so I'm really excited, but I want to wait for that, obviously, so I can get some free points. Anytime you can try to help the clan, that'll be good. And that's kind of what my prep is today, is just getting ready for that. Now, the big thing, obviously, I've been talking about this for a little bit, but it's not just getting Razzlevarg. That's obviously going to be amazing for my account, but also getting my Molly ranked up, getting my Royal Guard ranked up, my Ugo. Those are actually my first 3 priorities here. Those are going to be champions that are going to transform my Hydra team dramatically. So I'm really excited to be able to do that. And then obviously I still have Rosin. I'm going to have Razzlevarg as well, and I'm going to have Black Knight. Now, Black Knight I might wait on. I don't think I need to get Black Knight to 60 and 6 stars for him to be effective. So I'm kind of waiting on that a little bit. But my goal really right now, and probably for the next, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 weeks even, is going to be, 1, accumulating more resources. So again, if there's a fusion, I can compete in it. And then secondly, just starting to rank up more food here. You can see I've got, a fair amount of it. I just need to start leveling it up, ranking it up, and just grinding campaign really, and getting that stuff up so that I can get those champions up to 6 stars. Now, once I get them up to 6 stars, then it's going to be time for me to go back into the dungeons and start grinding for better gear. That's really the balance here that I'm going to be going with, right? So it's going to be first the grind for the food, and then the grind for the gear for the champions. And once I can do those 2 things, I think we're going to be in really good shape here. I mean, really, really good shape. I actually started putting Molly into my some of my main Hydra teams on my main account. She's dramatic help just as a provoke champion. I think excuse me, I think should pair really well with Jizzo actually as a combination. Obviously Ugo's going to be essential with the block buffs and the AoE decreased defense. Royal Guard, of course, for the damage. And then after that, it just becomes a combination of like, what am I facing and what's going to be the best combination for me. I'm probably not going to have Jaregan unless there is a dramatic need for that. Basically, if the Head of Wrath is out there, probably that ally protection will be really important. Elva's probably going to be in my team, but that could maybe not be the case too. It's going to be really interesting to kind of see how this develops, right? I also got, I just recently picked up a Hellborn Sprite. I've got a Hotatsu. Neither of these champions are really going to be game changing for me, but there are champions that I would like to rank up and level up over time. And so, yeah, that's kind of the plan right now. That's really what we're doing, is that grind. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. And it's a little bit tiring, right? Obviously it can be a little bit frustrating, a little bit tiring. But we gotta kind of just grind that every day. And so that's just my goal right now. It's just, grinding these levels out, trying to level up these champions and get them to a point where I can start bringing them in and start having options. When I start doing these, I should say, when anybody's this low, this early in the game, one of the big struggles are the options we have available, right? I've only got like, I think 6 champions that are level 60 and up. So, the choices I have when I'm building teams is really, really low. When I can start, getting more and more of those champions involved, right? Start really getting, some real options here. 10, 12 champions. Now I can start mixing and matching teams for the content that I'm facing. And that, I think, should actually go a really long way towards, building up what I can do in the game. And I think that should be actually really, really effective for me. I'm very excited though. CVC is always a really great time, right? As a free-to-play player, I gotta give it, the patience level is real low, and there's a balance to it, right? One, there's great rewards available in CVC, like really good rewards. even if we don't win, right? We get a lot of energy and other things, so it's definitely worth doing. But the hard part is obviously what's that balance compared to the immediate needs I can make within that 2-week time off period, and that can be a little bit tricky. Obviously, it can be a little bit tricky. But I feel like for this one, I'm really excited because obviously we just did the fusion, so I can really use that influx of resources. I'm excited actually to forge a lot of gear. I have a fair amount of mats available to me, not a ton, but enough where I can add some things to my team that should be useful here, right? I got some Defiant gear I could probably do, some bolster gear I can probably do, not the top stuff, but the 4 and 5 star stuff. So I can start to rank up some of that and really start adding to my collection. I think that's going to be very valuable. And that's kind of my focus right now, is getting all that done. Now, obviously, I've been floating between, I'm in arena, what am I in? Gold 3 right now. I generally, after the weekends, I go down 3 and then I climb back up. And last week, I think I was able to get into gold 5 for at least a little bit. I don't know if we finished there when it came down to reset. But, taking that time and trying to, rank up a little bit time to time is actually really, really important. And so the more I can do that, the better off we're going to be. But it's not easy to be able to do that. So, I'm still trying to grind that. And the hard part is I still got to get this level 7 on accuracy, because my missions, I've been stuck at the same spot forever. And if I can finish that, all of a sudden I can start getting Arbiter. So, all the stage stuff is easy breezy for me right now. It's really just about getting that Great Hall level up. And so that's going to be the biggest thing, right? Getting that Great Hall level up. Speaking of which, right? Area bonuses, we have some stuff here. So, this is the part where I need to start thinking about, do I want to start ranking up some of these things here? Maybe in anticipation of Hydra, right? Could be real easy to rank up some of the stuff in my Hydra battles. Just give me a little extra boost would probably be good. I've been doing some of the live arena battles, but not a ton. We win, I want to say like 40% of the time, maybe 30% of the time, but it's enough to at least continue to accumulate medals and get that in. But it's definitely not a focus of mine at this point in the game. Right now, the big thing, even with Hydra, it doesn't even matter how good I'm doing, right? I don't have to compete here on hard. I just need to get some chest. I need to get some level of chest, because if I can do that, then all of a sudden we're actually going to be getting those fragments or Mithrala, which is honestly the biggest part of all of this, is just getting those fragments. So that's kind of the drive here, and I'm really excited to start using some of these champions, these new champions. Obviously we're not there yet. We still have to grind them up for them to be useful, so I'm going to be stuck with this team right now. But I mean, we're getting there, and that's the big thing, is just getting there slowly but surely. I mean, we don't quite have the food yet, but as you can see, right, I've got 1 5-star food, another one ready to go. I got a bunch ready to rank up to 4-star, and we're just gonna have to kind of continue grinding. So hopefully within a couple weeks, I'll have Molly. Molly's already 6-star, by the way, but hopefully I'll have Royal Guard 6-starred. I'll have Ugo 6-starred, and then if I'm really lucky, we'll get Razzlevarg 6-starred too. And then at that point, it's a wrap. We're gonna be doing some amazing things. I'm gonna be feeling really, really good. I might even want to get Rosin ranked up to 6-star and replace Rondo with him, because Rosin is a really good champion. And I'm curious to see, if we get that weakened debuff in there, how much more damage can we actually do on the clan boss? Because that is something that we've been lacking. Same thing, I've been thinking about swapping Hellborn Sprite for Valerie. I mean, Hellborn's a pretty recent addition, so it's not somebody I'm like, definitely got to do that. But it is something that I've been considering. If we can keep the defense levels up about the same, it's not a bad addition to the squad, because Valerie doesn't bring a lot of damage, neither would Hellborn Sprite, but adding a weakened debuff, even if it's just the 15% one, would go a pretty long way. On top of that, brings an increased crit rate buff, and that could help as well in perfecting this team and what it can do. I can add stats in other areas by sacrificing some of the crit rate that we would have normally. So some considerations I need to make here as we go forward. But yeah, that's it. We just kind of got a little lay of the land for today, right? Little plan of attack for this week going forward. And so that's kind of what we're doing. I'm going to be streaming this week too. I've decided I'm going to do it because I've been slacking off lately. hard to motivate myself, but we're definitely going to get in there. We're going to be doing some live streaming, hopefully both here on YouTube and on Twitch. So make sure to stick around and pay attention for that. And that's what we got going on, guys. So yeah, pretty fun these days. Anyway, hopefully you all are doing well, having a wonderful day. Hopefully you had a wonderful weekend. Until next we meet on the Deadwood Jedi.